FireVoxel. In version 3.3.6a, we introduced major changes to RoiStats3D dialog box, so I'm going to briefly demonstrate this. So we are preparing for new functionality radiomics, and that required us to introduce additional controls to the histogram, namely bin width. And so bin width and the number of bins are related, and if something else is changing, then bin width takes precedence over the number of bins. For example, if we change the range to different value, then bin width stays the same and number of bins changes accordingly. Now histogram controls are now separated in a separate panel, and instead of typing it into the fields, you need to press the button and type the value directly, but the histogram changes immediately to reflect the new entered value. I think this is much more clear than previous approach when we had to enter and then press update button. Similarly, we can change the number of bins, and we could change the range. So now there is the clip function. It excludes all the values outside the range and doesn't include them into histogram. So this is how it is now. If you unclip it, then the values outside the range are truncated to the nearest value inside the range. So again, histogram is immediately updated. Now you could return the histogram to the previous, to include all voxels. Just press full, and then we have the entire histogram. And in this case, clip doesn't really matter. Now, also, as you see, the first order features were separated in a separate panel, and it's much easier to see them now. And geometrical features and the non-uniformity are in the other panel. Now, segmentation and modeling are controlled in the separate panel, and update only applies to that panel. Now, another change in the save stats function, if we press it, then the corresponding text file pops up in a standard notepad application. So after reviewing, we could save it to any file, and then we could close it. And the same will happen to radiomics when they're ready. Okay, this concludes this presentation. Thank you.